Yo, what's good, bro?
Peace.
How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good, man.
For sure.
I'm waiting. I had to go to the mall early. I was gonna bring one of my partners, but he had something to do.
For sure. Now, for people that's watching this interview and they may not know who you are you?
Peace. My name Isun.
Isun. Okay.
First I was following DJ, but I'm changing my name to Isun.
Isun, for sure. How did you come up with this name?
Have you ever heard of the Nation of Gods and Earth?
Right. Yes, sir.
You heard of them?
Yes, sir.
You heard of 5%?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a part of the nation.
Oh, really?
And I just birthed my name about 2 months ago. I got the knowledge on March 1st, 12/17 p.m.
That's big.
Yeah,
that's big, bro.
I birthed my name because I always been connected to the sun. You know what I mean? Like since birth. You know what I mean? I always wanted to be outside. You know what I mean? I sit outside. You know what I mean? You always got to catch me outside at all times of the day.
For
you know
sure.
what I mean? And plus, it's just I birthed my name out of alphabet. You know what I mean? I meaning I God, Islam,
right.
Which is me. Then the S is self-savior. I mean, the U is universe, and the N is now nation of the N.
Okay.
You put that together, is I'm the soul savior, not even soul savior. I'm the savior of the universe now, nation, and until the end. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's hard right there. I like that. I like that, bro. Now, what made you decide this is the time to change the name?
Because since you know about the 5%ers, you understand that we come into the knowledge not knowing who we are. You know what I mean? And I forgot the question you just asked me.
Like, what made you decide right now is the time to change the name?
Because when I birthed my name, Isun, that was the new me. That's God. You know what I mean? And I want to embrace God. You know what I mean? So I feel like 409 is, the unrighteous. You know what I mean? He's the unrighteous side of me. And Isun is the righteous side. You know what I mean? And I'm always trying to be a good person. So I'm always trying to explore the godly side of me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather be Isun than be 409. Not saying that 409 is, I don't want to attach that name to my city. You know what I mean? And make it seem like it's bad or nothing. It's not. You know what I mean? It's just the understanding I got without knowing the true knowledge.
Right.
Caused 409 to be on that side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
deep.
So it's just 409 is the devil in my eyes. You know what I mean? But the devil isn't, don't think of it like wicked, you know what I mean? Or to me, you know what I mean? I'm explaining my devil.
Right.
He's not wicked, you know what I mean? He's just unrighteous, you know what I mean? He lost. He don't know himself.
Yeah.
He don't know who he is.
That's deep.
For him, him not knowing who he is, it caused him to make the wrong decisions on his path, you know what I mean?
Right.
But Isun is the first step for me on the right path.
That's big, bro. Congratulations on that too. That's
Appreciate
big. Now, you know what I'm saying, going back to the name 409, that's the area code for Galveston, right? That's where you're from?
Right, Bowman, for all that.
Okay. Now, when did you move from that area to here, Fort Worth?
I moved from Galveston when I was young. I moved to Houston at first with my granny and my great aunt. And then I moved up here to Fort Worth with my dad when I was like 4 or 5. And then I've been up here ever since. But we go back to Galveston every year, you know what I mean? So it really feel like, you know what I mean, I never left.
Right.
But it's just like I ain't go to school down there, so it's just like I didn't get to absorb that part of it. You know?
For sure.
But it's still in me, you know what I mean? I still got that Galveston accent, all that, everything. Right. It's in me. It's in my blood. You know what I mean?
Now, you know what I'm saying, with you moving to Fort Worth, how would you explain, you know what I'm saying, you growing up out there? How was it?
Fort Worth, it's cool. You know what I mean? I love Fort Worth. It's chill, it's peaceful, you know what I mean? If you ain't going around looking for nothing, I mean, shit, it's peaceful. But it's just, you know what I mean, you can easily get stuck here.
Yeah, that's
easily.
true.
You know what I mean? You can just get used to it and not go nowhere, you know what I mean? And I don't really necessarily feel like this got anything to do with anything, but I'm a Sagittarius, you know what I mean? I'm adventurous. I like to
move around.
Yeah, I can't stop moving. Like I'm always moving. I'm always on the go. I'm always trying to keep myself busy. Cause it's like when I get bored, bad shit happen, or I'm just in my head too much.
Yeah, you get in trouble like that too as well. So let me ask you this, bro. Like, for any up and coming artists or anybody that's growing up in Fort Worth and they may have a chance of getting stuck in that area, what advice do you have for them to want to move out?
Watch who you surround yourself around. Because, I mean, you could. I'm not saying cut your people off or nothing like that, but if people are not on their shit, it could easily spread to you. It's a disease. It's contagious. You know what I mean? Like, and it can happen in many ways. You know what I mean? Like, you could just look at it like it ain't nothing, and then so many things, so many small things adding on to each other can turn into a big thing. You know what I mean? Like, one day you could be on your shit, and one day, you know, something happen, you go kick it with your partner who ain't on shit, you go smoke with him, then you get used to feeling that way, then now you need to, you know what I mean, smoke all the time and go chill and smoke. Now you off your game, you know what I mean? Now you fucking up. Because it'll be 3 months later and you like, damn, I'm not even doing that shit right now. I need to get back on my shit. You know what I mean?
Damn. And that's true, bro. It can happen that quick too.
That's what I'm saying.
It can happen that easy and that quick. Now, I see you got a necklace on, bro. Can you kind of explain like what that means to you?
This is black tourmaline. What it does is it absorbs the negative energy and it turns it into positive energy. You know what I mean? So I actually see what it do for me. You know what I mean? Ever since I bought it, cause I got a bad attitude. You know what I mean? I get angry.
Right.
But like when I get angry, I always feel like my anger just being absorbed by this. You know what I mean? I can feel it. It's like or you know what I mean, you can feel the pressure.
Like the vibrations.
Yeah, you can feel the pressure, and it's just like once it's absorbed, you don't feel nothing.
Damn. So would you say it helped you out a lot, like tremendously?
Still help me out to right now. You know what I mean? Like shit, I've been like ever since I got the knowledge, shit. You know, this is how I look at it. The universe is us. You know what I mean? And we are the universe. So it's everything that we go through in our life, we set it up ourselves. You know what I mean? We've already picked that for ourselves. You know what I mean? Because when we created the universe, shit, we had already designed it to where you will have multiple, like, all right, you know how multiple verses are?
Multiverses?
Like multiverse, you know what I mean? A multiverse.
You're right.
Yeah, you know how like you made this decision, this is what that would have did.
Too, right.
You got all these choices that you can make, but it's up to you to make that right choice.
True.
Or whatever the choice is to you at that moment, you're gonna make that choice, and then after that, that's what's gonna start the pattern of whatever happens after that. Like just like how I hit you up earlier.
Right.
I didn't know that you had a session today.
Damn.
You know what I mean? But you told me you had a session, now I'm here. But if I chose not to come here, then what would have happened? I probably would have been somewhere doing some shit I'm not supposed to.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I look at it, you know what I mean?
So like, you know what I'm saying, just talking to you, even like when you walked in, we having a conversation before we turned on the camera, you know what I'm saying, you're a deep thinker. Right. You know what I'm saying? When did you realize you were a deep thinker? And when did you start becoming a deep thinker?
That's early age. Like I said, I got memories from when I was like 8 months, you know what I mean? So I started thinking around, like I actually remember my first dream, and like when it started to be consistent, like I started to remember every day.
Right.
Like, I guess I could say then, because I always asked a lot of damn questions. Like, you can't just tell me some shit and leave me with a cliffhanger. I need to know.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have to
why.
Yeah, so it's like I've always been a thinker, you know what I mean?
Smart though. That's how you get intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure. Now, bro, you know what I'm saying? You played sports growing up in high school and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Could you like that?
Could you kind of explain to the people like what it was like for you?
Shit. Look, man. I joined football, track a little bit, just because I needed to be in shape. I didn't want to go to high school and be the skinny nigga walking around just, you know what I mean, everybody else walking around because they doing the sport and they just all in shape and shit, right. You know what I mean? Nah, I had to be in shape too, shit, you know what I mean? I ain't want to be the only nigga left out, you know what I mean? Shit, I gotta be strong too, shit.
That's real, bro, that's real. For sure. Now, you know what I'm saying, when I first heard your music, the first song I heard in the first video was Devine. You know what I'm saying? You have like a melodic flow, and you're actually talking about some, you know what I'm saying, meaningful things in the lyrics. What was the creative process behind this visual?
I shot it with Scratch Media. That's my partner, that's my brother.
Okay.
You can go follow him on Instagram, Twitter, you find him anywhere. Scratch, SKRATS.
Right.
He was helping me with it, like, cause he's from New York, so he know the journey that I've been on. You know what I mean? And we was just talking about it, and I was just like, man, bro, I don't want it to be no. I was like, I don't want to have a whole bunch of niggas in there. You know what I mean? We all on the camera doing this, you know, showing guns like that, cause that's not me. You know what I mean? I don't even play with guns. You know what I mean? I don't even fool with nothing that carries a lot of bad energy with it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I just be chilling. You know what I mean? But the video was just shit. I had looked up on Peerspace. I seen it. I was like, bro, this is like some player shit, fool. The song is like some player shit. So it's just like, this a hit. Like this, like the sounds and what I'm talking about. Look at the nature in the video, cause you got like the plants and you got the old school style. And I mean, the more you listen to me, you'll see I got an old school thing, like an old school vibe about me. Like I'm old. You know what I mean?
It's an old school vibe, and it's also like a new age like flow and cadence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who were some of your influences or inspirations with the music shit?
Sam Cooke, Nas, Biggie, you know, Weezy, Drake.
Right.
Really, but I think Uzi. You know,
Uzi?
Uzi really got me through a tough time in my life. You know what I mean? Like it was through high school. Like I was going through a lot, and I just would come home, and I can vividly remember like just coming home, coming to my room, because I had my room set up nice, man. I'm talking about like, you walk in there, I got my beds and shit like that. I got my PlayStation. I got the surround sound with the speakers. You know what I mean? So when I'm playing music, it's shaking the house. You
Cool
know what I mean?
vibe too.
Yeah.
So now you said Uzi, that's big, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know what it was. Like I guess it was just like it was Lil Uzi versus the world. You know what I mean? The colors and all that stuff, and like I'm heavily into chop and screw music. You know, that's my culture. You know what I mean? So it's just like I can't listen to nothing unless it's slow. You know what I mean? And the Uzi was just hitting, like it was just speaking to me. You know what I mean? It was just matching how I was feeling at that time, and it was like keeping me sane.